What guan, good people. This is the day that the Lord hath made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I just want to say that before any first, secondary, primary foolery starts. I just want to. I'm looking for my charger, y'all, for my speaker. But I guess this is okay. I don't know what is going on, but mm-mm-mm. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Okay, let me hit that. Anyway, good people, what is going on? As you saw the topic, what does a gaslighter, an interviewer, and an antibiotic have in common? That is the $100,000 question for today. Let me start off by saying I'm not making light of this situation at all. I'm not making light of this situation at all. But sometimes you have to laugh to keep from crying. Yeah, like most of the viewing audience, I have children. I have grandchildren. Out of 6 children, I have 3 biological, 3 adopted. My girls are biological. All of my sons are adopted, including my baby boy who was 14. And I love that little boy with everything in me. My sons are bonus. They came through my marriage with my children's father, and I raised them with my children from toddlers. And one thing that I've always tried to instill in my children, all of them, until my boys, when we were, they went on to live with their dad, the 2 oldest ones. My baby boys always been with me, and my girls have always been with me. But one thing that I've tried to instill with these boys is how to respect a woman. To be careful on how you love and how you treat a woman. But ultimately, a lot of them learn from nature and nurture. Hey, sweet thing. How are you tonight, Sugarfoot? I gotta get on my laptop to make you a mod. I got to. Just in your mind, know you're a mod, okay? Okay? Just know that. But I love every time I see you and your name just blesses my soul. But I come up in a home where my mom and my dad divorced when I was about 10 or 11 years old. But hey, Sugarfoot, look at you, look at you. That's how my eyes need to be made. Hey, Sugarfoot. Okay, honey. Okay. All right. Just know that you are. Okay. When I get back on my desktop, I gotta get another laptop, y'all. My laptop, my kids. have dropped it. They dropped it and busted the casing. So some of the inputs or whatever, the little plugs where you plug the USB, the charger, and all the ports and stuff, they inside out. And I've had that computer so many years that it just needs to be updated. It's outdated. It probably got Windows 8 or 9 on it or something. That's how old it is. They probably on Windows 36 by now. But anyway, yeah, that's how long I've had it. My granddaughter Kayleen was about 2 and she's 13. So pretty much laptops are obsolete when you get them. So yeah. But anyways, when I get back on my desktop, I'll go through the studio and stuff like that and do what I need to do. But anyway, what I was saying is that I try to raise my children, my sons especially, in knowing how to treat women, and a lot of what they learn is nature versus nurture. You know, um, some of it they learn through nature, but some of it they learn by what they're nurtured or what they see. Okay. So they said the boys when I married their dad, I married their dad at 20. How old was I? Hmm. Oh my goodness, I can't remember. I was 25, 24, 25 years old or something. And so I was really young. And at 24, 25, I was his third wife. So yeah, he had been married like a couple of times. Didn't last long. But he and I were married almost 12 or 13 years, something like that. And we had 2 children together. He said you forgot the word love in the sentence. Yes, I would love to. Oh, okay, I got you. So it's like when they were raised with me, I taught them not to forget a birthday, not to forget a Mother's Day, not to forget a Christmas. To be sensitive, to open the doors for the ladies, to do all of these things. But their dad was such a narcissist and a gaslighter, which is why it's so easy for me to identify one, Lord Jesus. But he was such a narcissist and a gaslighter that oftentimes I would, oh my gosh, y'all, I don't know. Hold on. I'm sorry, you guys. I forgot to put it on Do Not Disturb. So I hope you all can still hear me. But what I was saying was like he was a narcissist and gaslighter, and oh my God, master manipulator. So basically, anything that I would teach them that was positive, he would reverse it. And I could say, you know, call your mom and tell her tell her happy Mother's Day. Or no, 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 no. I would tell him, take the boys to go get their mom a Mother's Day card or something like that. Why she ain't my mama. Something simple like that. Or open up the door for your sisters. They can get it for themselves. It always anything will reverse. So I kind of knew that there was a chance that my boys was gonna turn out to be kind of like their dad. And I love my boys, my older 2 boys, but baby, when I tell you, The apple don't fall far from the tree. Finest wine. I mean, they are some handsome, gifted, talented men. Blessings, prosperous, doing well in their life. But baby, when it comes down to commitment, now my one son has been married before, but he's not married again. He's just not with his wife. He left his wife to pursue his career in acting, modeling, TV, and all that kind of stuff. He doing well. He has two children by his wife. He takes care of his kids. He does what, but he's not committed to that. Now I kind of admire him for walking away as opposed to taking her through a bunch of unnecessary bull crap. But I still wish he had been committed to his relationship and to the wife that really loves and that was dedicated to him. My oldest son has been married twice and he has children, four with the first one, two with the second one, and then she has two. Altogether, he's father and stepfather to eight. But my son is a musician. My oldest son is a musician. And he's spent a lot of time being a musician, learning himself. One, he got married way, way too young, just like his dad. His dad got married the first time at 19. Second time he got married, he was like 20, 21. Third time we got married, it was to meet 25. Hey, baby, I love you. My boo boo. Hi, sugar. I love and miss you. I love and miss you. I love and miss you. I'm gonna text you to check on you too. Um, so anyway, he got way married way, way, way too young. But he had a problem, being faithful and getting out there and having that popularity. I mean, he's traveled with the best of them. I mean, some A-list artists. You know what I'm saying? The Snoop Dogs, the Carrie Hilsons, the Tanks, the all of these people. Whenever they would come to town and they needed a musician, they call him in. He's been on the road with them on both the gospel circuit and on the R&B and rap. He's got it like that. He's really good at what he does. He's a producer, you know, writer, singer, composer, all of that. So a lot of times when you are young in that industry, you have a hard time being okay, okay, okay. I got you. I appreciate you. And thanks for sharing. And thumbs up. Thank you. Yes, he's talented, as is all of mine, because all of my children sing or play instruments or both. All of them, because their dad did. So all of my kids are musically inclined. My girls sing melodiously. My baby girl don't sing as melodiously, but she plays the guitar a little bit, and she has an ear for music. Um, my boys play the drums. My oldest boy plays organ, keyboards, drums, upright bass, all of that. And now my grandchildren, some of you guys know or have heard of my granddaughter. Um, you said hi, I was listening to Aaliyah. Try again, and you popped up. So guess what? While I'm talking about musicians, how about my son's godfather traveled with Aaliyah and played for Mary J. Blige and Silk? That's funny that would happen. But welcome, Miss Susan. So, but I trained my children, my boys, to how to treat a woman. I've always told them if you're not ready, don't do it because listen, in the field that you are interested in, and in the industry, in any entertainment industry, you are going to want to sow your oats and do your thing. Please don't hurt somebody's daughter. Don't settle down until you're ready. Don't um don't get into a relationship that you are not ready to commit to, and then you have children. Because the thing is not only does that wife hurt, but those babies hurt too. Learn from some of our mistakes, and maybe you won't make some of your own. I pray to God to bless each and every one of my kids with the perfect spouse, the perfect mate. There were some that were sent to them and some that just went to them. Did they always make right decisions? No. Did my sons have good wives? Yes. Did my daughters have good mates? Yes, all but one. And she's single and she's too into her career. That's my baby girl. So, and my baby boy, obviously, he's only 14. So, but I even teach him, he's not going to let a woman come past and make, and he not hold the door for you. He's not going to see you carrying something and he don't grab the bag. He's not going to, you know, see you coming and not step aside to excuse himself, because that's the way he's raised. And he used to tell people when he was 2 or 3, I got it, I'm a gentleman. And people would just get tickled. He used to always wear a little tie to church and a little bow tie and keep his little suit on and all this and that all the time. So they made him a little, you know, junior deacon in training. But these are the things that I tried. Did I succeed on all of them? No. But I tried. But one thing I did want to tell my girl is the difference between you all and the boys is that if you make a baby, you got to keep it and bring it home. They make a boy, there's no guarantee we'll ever see it. Not only that, if he goes out there and sleeps with 100 different women, he gonna be a player. If you go out there and sleep with 100 different men, you're gonna be a hoe. And then it's like women are also emotional. When you have intimacies with a man, you become emotionally connected. A man can stick it to anybody and be like, all right, I'll let you hit it, quit it, get back with it. Maybe, maybe not. So you have to govern yourselves accordingly. I try to teach my daughters that, again, guard your body, know your body, take care of your body. You only have one. I've seen people getting heart transplants and all that, but I never see people just get a whole body transplant unless that's what you want to call it when you get a heart transplant, because they technically you taking okay, but I don't want to get into all that. But anyway, the point is that your body is your temple. Take care of it. It encases your brain, your central nervous system, your heart, and everything else. This is where you, in your future, the Lord blesses you to have children where you carry your babies and all of this. It's your temple. Then I try to teach my son, when you out there being buck wild, make sure you protect yourself. Put a Jimmy hat on. Put your raincoat on. If you need them, I'll get them for you. Because I ain't no fool. I don't want you to do it, but I know you're bound to do it. I told my girls all the same thing. Listen, don't worry about if I'm going to be upset. When you think you're ready, let me know. It just so happened that my girls, I worked in the medical industry. So I got my girls involved in things that were work related. So one of them got involved in a after school and summer program, and it's called Teen Hype. And Teen Hype is a teen abstinence and domestic violence awareness group. So guess what? They do STD testing, they do prevention, awareness, all of that, and they do it through arts, singing, dancing, acting, skits, plays, traveling. They do it all. And they have had an opportunity to meet some very prestigious people. I mean, a lot of actors and singers and just a lot of people. And they've traveled. They've been on 106 in Park. They've been down in Kentucky. They've been and met the governor. And I mean, just some everywhere. So they had access to condoms and things like that because this is what they taught. So they had access to those things. So I tried, but that did not make me successful as I wanted to be, I should say. They're much better now because they're mature. My baby girl is 28, 27. Ooh, she's 27. Okay, about to be 28. My oldest is about to be 38. So it's like they are mature young ladies now, mature women with children, families, husbands, all of that. And now they are having to teach their children the same thing that I had to teach them. And it's so funny because I hear myself in them when they're talking to their children. If you can, you can hear. Excuse me? And one a pet peeve of mine is saying what? If you answer me what, I will stop talking to you. It sounds so nasty. If you call my name and I say what, that's so. But if you say, call my name, hey, Sis-Lo, yes, it sounds so much better. So all of my grandchildren answer each other, yes, yes, yes. They answer their moms, yes, their dads, yes. People outside of them. If you say what to me, I'll throw something at you probably because you know better. So now I can hear my kids and them, all of my grandkids, and don't call anybody by their first name. Put a handle on that. I don't care if it's your cousin such and such, auntie so and so, Mr. or Miss, this, that, and the other, auntie. So I say that to say that we have done everything we can do to set them up for life, and we hope and pray that, as the Bible says, that they won't depart from it. They won't forget about it. But sometimes life just happens, y'all, right? Life happens. And I'm about to get to the comments in a second. Sometimes life happens so bad. But when life happens, do you turn your back to your kids? When life, are you honest with them? Because I tell my son in a minute, boy, you are a hoe. And you need to get it together. Because if it come back on you, you're not going to be able to handle it. You need to protect yourself because you're going to get something you can't get rid of. And it's going to be something more than a baby. Girl, you need to watch yourself. Carry yourself as a lady. Like one thing I never did, and I still won't. Don't blow the horn for none of my girls. Don't pull up to that door blowing the horn. I don't care if it's a male or female. No, don't blow the horn. You are not a hoe and you don't do curb service. You let whoever that is come and knock on that door for you so I can see who you're leaving with. Number one. And to let them know that you were not raised to be a curbside hoe. My kids will tell you in a minute, please don't blow your horn when you pull up in front of my house. Please don't do that. Just knock on the door and call me and say, hey, I'm outside. I'm about to come to the door, whatever the case may be. But don't you pull up and blow that horn. That's I can't stand it. But I digress. I taught them what they needed to know to carry them through life as much as I possibly could. I taught them about some of the things that hurt me the most because I wanted them to avoid those hurts. I taught them about my flaws, the mistakes that I made, the hurts, all of those things, how I lost the true love of my life because I was pregnant by someone else. And we had been friends since high school. He came along just when I was finding out that I was pregnant. And he stepped up took me to my first appointment. He was at every appointment, for everything. But I could not deal with, I was battling. I was so depressed because I had just got into church. I had fallen from grace, so to speak. And now I'm like, he had such a promising career. I didn't want to put somebody else's child off on him and this and that. So I pushed myself away from him. And right when the day she turned 6 months old, he died. He was killed. I never forgave myself for that. So I even talked to my children, like, don't let the right man get away because you're being stubborn or misguided or looking for the wrong thing. You're being shallow. I try to teach them all of those things to avoid them from running into the wrong man out in these streets. And I'm going somewhere with this. It's like the last few weeks, it's been getting so heavy in the YouTube streets that I had to, for a minute, wasn't nobody really hearing from me except for in the comments. Because I had to take a mental break for a minute because it was affecting me so heavy. I may not know you, but I care about you. We may not speak every day, but I love you in Jesus' name. The things that's going on with these young women, especially knowing what they're going through in their lives, and to all be victimized by one individual who is being held by some on a plateau and elevated and out there making money and doing his thing and still doing the same stuff over and over and over again is disheartening. He's leaving a trail of women that were already broken, women that are already confused, dismantled possibly, and looking for something. They're looking for their way out, a way up, somebody to love them, somebody to care about them, somebody to just be interested, somebody who knows what they're going through and can love them. They're looking for that pretty woman type of thing. And so he charms them into trusting them. He asks What he says are the hard questions. He shows a little bit of interest. He flirts. And for some, he even whines, dines, does the makeovers. He does the makeovers and make them feel beautiful. And then he gaslights them and manipulates them to get what he wants. And when they stop and they grow tired of it, that narcissist behavior kicks in. He makes them feel like dirt. He degrades them. He speaks down. And then he goes back just like a pimp does. Look what I did for you. You need to watch what you say to me. Watch what you do to me. I was your savior. What kind of what? And he's out here doing it over and over and over again. He's like an unleashed, untamed rabid beast. And it's sad. Okay, I'm going to go in and let me go back to some of these just because I've been on running my mouth for a minute and I haven't said hello to a lot of people. Hello, viewers of you. Hey, Boo Boo again. Hey, Silky Black. Say hello to Tasha. Susan said, I had 8 boys. Ooh, bless your heart and your pocket. I know it was a lot feeding all of them. 8 boys, 2 marriages, 4 died. Oh, boys. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, God bless your heart. You said you wish you had a daughter, but I'm a man. You're a boy's mom, a man's mom, huh? Yeah. You said yes. Teach them the right way, Tasha. Right. I tried. I tried. You said moms, you can teach them kindness. These modern females are not nice. My oldest is 38. Your oldest is the same as my oldest is 37. Um, right. Respect your body. Respect your body and know it. You gotta because nobody else will. If you allow, like, I'm not gonna put any attachments to this, but I know a young lady that felt like because she was married to her husband, that obviously this is her husband, and regardless to what she felt comfortable doing, she felt that it was her duty to do whatever it was to please him. So she did a lot of things that she not necessarily agreed with, that she didn't agree with, but she went along with it because she was trying to hold on to him and keep him. And so she went into some dark stuff, foursome, sixsome, 12some, whatever. And out of the situation, one of the other people that they brought into the room ended up pregnant. Well, nobody knew who the dad was to the baby because they were switching up. And then after the fact, when all the other stuff started going on, we go to the doctor, get checked out. And then they did all of this. And then what happened? He turned around and flipped the script. Look at you. You ain't nothing but a this, that, and the third. Wait a minute, what? I did all that for you. And then he still left her. So she broke her own promises that she made to herself to please somebody else. Disrespected her body, herself, her whatever, and did something to please, and he still walked out. So respect yourself. If you're not comfortable doing something, nobody should be forced into doing any foolishness like that. And nowadays they record this stuff and then they use it against you, and the next thing you know, you're being born, what they call it, revenge P, all over the place. So yeah, you gotta be careful with that. Hey, views of you, you said Walmart. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Your second husband had you on the run to the shelter. Girl, listen, I'm telling you, when I got married the second time, I was in my house. I was in my house. Now, I did make him as welcome as I possibly could, but it got to the point to where because he had no children, and I already had kids, and well, my children were by this time teens and preteens, because I stayed single for about 10 years until you know almost 10 years after I was divorced, and when he threatened to put his hands on my second daughter. And at first, he was just being mean to her for no reason because he didn't like her. And she's the type of person that she don't like. She if she don't like you, she don't like you. But she's respectful. But don't disrespect her because she not gonna just like I didn't even say nothing to you. Like why you? But she not gonna just blatantly disrespect a grown person. She gonna say it respectfully, or she gonna come and tell her mom what's going on. And so he kept what you call it, nitpicking. And then he jumped up in her face and said, I will knock you on your ass. While I was standing there, I was like, you know what? Let me tell you something. You have an option here. Before we got to that point, I told him, if you're not happy, you can go. But one thing I can't do is I'm not going to put my babies out because you don't like them. It's my responsibility to raise these girls. And I'm not going to, I'm going to divorce myself from my children. And I'm not going to let you mistreat. Now, she was wrong. I'll get with her and I will take care of that. I'll handle that. But I'm not going to let you sit up here and nitpick with her and then threaten to beat her. That ain't going to happen. And he was a martial artist and all that. So I've seen him be mean to other people's kids. You're not going to put your hands on mine. So when he stood up to, I was like, okay, it's time to go. And that was it. Because when it got to the point that it was about to be violent, he had to go. And so I was okay with that. He said, girl, your children learn from the truth always. Women, learn from the truth. Always tell the truth. And they will say, amen. Amen, young thing. Thank you, new person. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe. Like he said, men only understand what a real man teaches you, but it's all a balance. My dad was an absolutely good man. I've got so much. My father passed away March the 19th, has been 8 years that my hero left this earth. And you talking about daddy's girl. My mom was my best friend, but my daddy was my hero. My daddy was my hero. When I tell you, I love that man. I love that man. I love that man. I took care of him till he took his last breath. That was my hero. I can't not tell you one time where I had to look for him, figure out who my daddy was, get him to take care of his responsibilities, get him to come around for his grandchildren. He never missed a birthday. He never missed anything, no matter how he was struggling physically, mentally, financially, or whatever. My daddy has always, from the time I opened my eyes to this world, he's been there. From the time he closed his eyes to this world, I've been there for him. And I love my dad. So, yes, I love my papa. And I want my kids to do the same, but unfortunately, they are just starting to reestablish their relationship with their dad. And that's his fault because I never kept them away from him. It was his choice. So you said good message. I hope so. I really hope so. And I hope it spreads. I really do. Sana Donna, salute to this king. Y'all, when I tell you, this man stand on business. I love what he represents. I love that you know what? Let me say this to you, King. I read your message earlier today about the moderator situation. I admire the way you handled that. Um, I like to see somebody try to handle business and not get into any type of make it confrontational or any kind of thing like that. Not that I took it that way, but I thank you. I saw some of the comments and it could have gotten that way, but you kept it. You kept it hero, and I appreciate that. I love the way I love. It's hard to find a real dude. It's hard to find a real dude that's gonna stand 10 toes down for his community and have a mind and a heart to do the things that are right. And I really respect you for that. I appreciate you and salute. Salute, my brother. View says greeting. Said bitter man cannot teach children simple. Who you telling? Who you telling? Viewers of you. Yes, absolutely. Please do. Please drop yours too. Drop yours too. Absolutely. And man, I can't wait till I get some money worked up because I want to pay you to if I can't get my son's told me that he'll do it for me, you know. But you know your kids will do everything for everybody and look at you last. So if I you know, pay you to produce my intro and whatever, then that'll be different. Make them feel some kind of way, but who cares? Ah. Susan says hello. Said you just joined us. Okay. Great. Okay. Susan, peace. Women are internal and men are external. This is true. Men think with the left side of their brains, women think with both sides of their brains. So men only think one way, and that's away from a provider and an alpha, so to speak, type of perspective. Women think from the nurturing side and the side of a provider, and so they think on both well rounded, which is why they are there to be a help meet to their husbands. You said now I have 4 sons, 5 grandchildren, and one. Girl, listen, I got a COVID grandbaby. Actually, I got a couple. Since you said that, I got a couple. I have, um, okay, well, one of them actually was worked on before the outbreak of COVID, but he came in the midst of COVID. The other one came after my baby, who was in a coma she was in the first group in Michigan. And the first group, when it first came out in the US in March, she she was in that group, and so she was in a coma for 45 days with COVID. She survived it. And then she was in the hospital a total of 71 days. She had to learn how to walk and everything all over again. Well, when she came home, her husband obviously was excited, and her 3 kids. So excited they made another baby. And I knew that was gonna happen though. I just knew it. I already had my mind set up. So when she told me, Mom, I already knew. I said, you're pregnant. I already know. I just want to make sure that you're healthy enough because her lungs had collapsed. Her kidneys had failed. Oh, my baby went through so much, but God, honey, that's a whole nother testimony. And I have 16 grandchildren. Hmm. Now, that boy is busy. I'm trying to tell you, that boy is busy. He has 8. You said, sorry, you produced 4, now I'm too old. Your granddaughter is 14, so she calls me Nanny. This so funny, right? My oldest granddaughter just turned 18, and she and her siblings call me. She started calling me Jeannie because she had all of her grandmothers were alive. Her mom's, her dad, mine, every everybody. So she got started getting confused. It's like I thought she was grandma. So I said, "Well, I'm Jeannie," which is still grandma me, abbreviated. So I'm Jeannie. So when she started calling me, all of her siblings started calling me, but all of my girls' grandkids call me grandma. Isn't that crazy? But yeah, I have 16. I have 16. Yep. So, yeah, my heart goes out to. Thank you, Salah, uh, or Salah. My heart goes out to Yana and all of these young ladies. It goes out to all of them. I don't want to bash them. I don't want to bash them. And even though yes, they were all consenting, even though yes, they were all went along and this, that, and the third, and they all have a past, baby, they trusted the wrong individual. They trust the wrong individual. Salah said yes and all the rest. Straight up with your kids, do not lie. I have 2 hold me. I'm sorry. Girl, why you saying like that? But I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Especially, girl, don't let her be fine. Girl, them boys is something else. It's like, bro, you too fine for your own good. And most of my boys, all 3 of my boys are very handsome, thank the Lord. And they talk well. The oldest one is the shortest, and he probably about 5'8". My middle boy is about 6'2", 6'3", and my baby is pushing 6 feet. Mm. You learn to be a parent, your boys learn to become men. Yes, I can't wait till they actually get their feet planted in that part because they daddy still learning. Amen. Bless the Lord. Facts. Facts. Well, I said facts. Otherwise, they are losers. And I don't want them to be total losers. As Susan and mistreat women. Yep. And I don't want that. It's gonna grow, nurturing the soul. Thank you so much. Oh, you listen. Thank God. Thank God. And thank God that you are obedient. That's it. Don't thank me. Thank God. I appreciate you. Susan says my sons are dealing with Britain's Got Talent. Annie, she was on the oh girl, you too funny. Thank you, my queens. You up half community spiritual thing. You know what? Listen, let me tell you something. I'm so glad you said that because let me tell you something. Sometimes I get on here with the intention of doing something totally different, but I just can't. Sometimes I want to say something so different. Oh my God, sometimes I wish I could just cuss out a bunch of words like you. Don't let me. Don't trip because that tongue can slip every once in a while. I'm trying to tell you, that tongue can slip every once in a while. And you know what I'm saying. I can say some stuff. I try not to let y'all hear that a few these and thous and those get uh transposed a little bit. And the cuss words, and baby, when they come off, they sound poetic. You hear me? But I try my best to let my not that my good be evil spoken of. So it's like when I get on here, God takes control. Sometimes I act a plum fool, but I got another channel for that. And that's the Trash Talk Alley channel. That's I get on that channel just so I can have fun and this, that, and the other. But I can't just I don't even go on that channel as much as I could because I just don't want to get comfortable being that person. You know what I'm saying? I'm a comedian at heart. I love to sing. I love to make people laugh. I love to cook. I love to do all of those things. But most of all, my heart loves to minister. And that's just it. Right. So yeah, I can't. My channel is slow at growing because of the way that I am. If I was cussing and messy and tripping and being negative and nasty and messy and gossipy and this, that, and the other all day, every day, I would have been past monetization. But don't nobody want to hear what I gotta say. Don't nobody want to, you see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody interested in God loves you. Nobody interested in let's love on each other. Nobody interested in take care of yourself. And nobody interested in create some time and space for yourself. No, nobody interested in those things. They just want to, right? You say you can't take it back once you do it. I know, I know. You said it's free for me. The Bible says a workman is worthy of his hire, and I don't want to um take advantage of your gift. You know what I'm saying? I might not have a lot. I don't look. I'm a broke sister right now. I'm a broke artist right now. But when it comes to it, we're gonna discuss it. We really will. You said do your sons as Susan, your sons. Oh, yeah. My sons are musicians, but yeah, my sons is a producer, singer. They play all that good stuff. Says sorry, Sala. Let me get that right. Sala. My first son's baby mama was on Britney's Got Done. Stop on the voice of Jesus right now. Oh, okay. Love weighs more than fame. Ooh, I like that. I'm gonna have to hold on to that nugget. Let me see. Can I start it? Yes, I like that nugget. Salah, he used to. That's what he does podcast now. Okay. Oh, Chinks. Okay. Tasha said she loves you, Salah. And Salah, he says he loves you more. Y'all so sweet. Uh-oh, I skipped something. Hold on. Love is all we really need. All we really love. Oh. God has a purpose for you. I see it. He has a purpose for all of us. Amen. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for seeing it because sometimes I need to hear that. God wants your heart, not your mouth expressed. Look at you. Take, take my heart and mold it. Or is a donation to my spirit. Listen to you. Now I can't refuse that because I don't want to mess your blessing up. You hear me? See if I can get some little lyrics together for you. Or some opening and closing stuff. I know I want my cousin to do the voiceover. She's a professional. Well, she's a professional DJ. She's been on the radio in Chicago, Dallas, here in Detroit, everywhere. Her name is the famous AJ Parker. the diva, A.G. Parker. When you wait for the house, when you wait 1 minute, when you wait all your for the house surgery. Okay, I don't know if I read that wrong. Tasha got all the hearts and love. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to wait till you. Can you, student, explain that one? Because I don't know if I got that wrong. Yeah. Yes. So I said the same thing. Yeah, you might have to explain that one to me because I know, yeah, I don't quite get that. But anyway, I say that and go back to what I was saying about how this young man is out doing all of this damage to this community of women and how he picked the most vulnerable population of women, the women that are going through the things that they're going through, whether they are handicapped or mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. They are all handicapped in some way or another. And he uses his financial influence and his platform, um, and he conjures up this script of manipulating lies to draw them in, hook, line, and sinker. And he's almost like he's catfishing in a way, because basically catfishing is hooking them and reeling them in and getting them to be attracted to something that he's really not. So it's almost the same thing. It's almost like he's catfishing them into believing that he's this knight in shining armor, when all he wants to do is to expose him to his sexual deviancies. And that's the thing. Yeah, but that's it. He's really something else. He's not what he says he is. He's really something else. And what he is so dark. He doesn't even realize how dark he is. You know that? He's so deep down that hole that he doesn't realize how deep he is. He has dug his hole so deep, he is about to slap fire with Satan. Ooh, and I ain't even look. I just looked down and saw that. Now, how ironic that I would say he digging that deep so hole that he's about to slap fire with Satan, and then I look down at the screen because I'm looking at the ceiling while I was saying that. I looked down at the screen and you see it like a devil. Okay, so that's touching and agreeing. That's touching and agreeing. The manifestation of the devil in the flesh. That's the spawn of Satan. You hear me? That's why he doesn't believe in God. That's why he doesn't believe in God, because he thinks he is a God. But this thing is more than just flesh, it's demonically spiritual. He is possessed. And those come out by fasting and praying. And somewhere along the line, he done caught up to a legion of demons. And he's steady out there tying souls with all these different people. Have you all ever seen this movie called Fallen with Denzel Washington and John. Oh my God, is it John Goodman? The one that played in Roseanne, Roseanne's husband on the sitcom. The name of the movie is called Fallen, and it's about the transference of spirits, like a transference of a spirit. And what it was is this guy that was a serial killer was being executed, and he believed in some type of demonic rituals or that he could come back to life, but he had to have a host. His spirit had to have a host. So when he was executed, his spirit went into the very first person that touched him or that connected with him somehow. So every time somebody was touched by an individual that possessed that spirit, the spirit transferred from the host to the new host. And it went through and through. It was a really good movie. It was really, really good movie. But if you knew what the transfer of spirits was about, you would know that that's exactly the transference of spirits. And that is kind of what he's doing, what Marcus is doing. But unfortunately, the spirit that he's transferring allegedly is the STD. Allegedly. And that's something. And he is tying souls because that's what the consummation, the marital bed is all about. It's about tying the soul with the person that you're married to, which is why it was important for the woman that you were marrying to be a virgin at consummation. I mean, to be a virgin at consummation, right? So that when they had intimacies, they put that sheet down, and when they had contact, and the woman's hymen was broken, that was confirmation that she was a virgin during the time of uh, they entered into the marital bed, and the dowries were exchanged and all that type of thing. But it also was the time that they had the transference of spirits and they became together as one. So when you are having intimacies with these different people, you are tying souls with each individual that you have intimacies and exchange your excretions with. Okay? And for him to have had intimacies with Sunny while she was menstruating, what do you think happened? Which is why she is probably as enraged and manic as she acts sometimes. It gets deep. Now, that's the deeper side of the spiritual thing. I don't want to go off into that because I don't want people to think I'm sounding kind of spooky or nothing like that, but it gets deep. It really does. You said it's very dark. Yes, but wants the power of a dark God. Only he can obey. Only he can obey, or that only he can control. He wants to be in control, total control. Yep, when the people, exactly, that's the name of the movie is Falling. And what's that song they sing? I can't even think of it. It's a popular song though. I can't think of it right now, but yeah. You see everybody talking about Diddy old news. Listen, and Diddy old news ain't even. That's not even. That's kind of like this. It's not even reached the surface yet. See, right now everybody dangling this news with Diddy like meat over a pool of piranhas or something. They just want to get the biggest bite so they can get the biggest payout. But it hasn't really come out until the feds come down and bring down the hammer, and then y'all gonna really start hearing some stuff. But the closer you get to it, the more you're gonna hear about it. There go my sister. Listen, y'all, that's my sister from another mister. If you are not subscribed to the Hood Table, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. If you ain't subscribed to the Hood Table, I don't know what you're doing. Because over there, we talk about everything from the hood to the White House. Literally. We do. That's what now, if you want to see back there on nut, you probably catch me over there. You probably catch me over there because I just ain't in okay. I can just my hair down. Well, I don't have much hair left because I cut it all off. But yeah, it's all blonde and curly now. Hey Karen, how are you, Sugarfoot? Hey Karen, oh, thank you. Yes, drop your link, sis. Drop your link, Solid. Drop your link for me, babe. Everybody, drop your link to and support each other. And if you ain't subscribed to me, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hood Table. Listen, T. Okay, I appreciate you, boo. Listen, you will love Solid. Solid is a real dude. Solid is a. You gotta get him on there. He's a music producer and everything. And Solid, you gotta hear her opening intro song. Her song is her niece did her song. Her niece's name is Kylie. And Thailand did her opening song, and her music has been used on some of Tyler Perry's TV shows and everything. It's fire. It's fire. Yeah, it's fire. His stuff is fire too. You gotta hear the song that one about the Marcus man. That's that one. The Atlanta Street Interview. Everybody using that song right now. Atlanta Street. I didn't ask his permission if I could use it, so but I want to make sure I get your permission and to be able to use your song sometime or play it or something. I don't want to do anything without your permission and give you your respect. But yeah, yeah. Subscribe to each other, love on each other. You just subscribe to Solid. There you go. I appreciate it. He's a solid dude, man. He's a solid dude. He's a community activist. I mean, he does all that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay, sister dropping her links, dropping liking and links. I appreciate you, sis. Not only is she my mod, but that's my sister. We've been rocking hard and heavy since I really started YouTube. Like I've been having a YouTube channel for some years, but I really didn't really get into it until oh wow, girl. It was since before my dad passed, wasn't it? Yeah, because you've been there through all of that. Wow. She been there through all that. My dad passed and everything. Would you say, Susan? Such a great show. So much. Oh, oh, if you talking about me, that's so sweet. Southern Belle. Southern Belle. I don't know why I think about Maze every time I see your name. Hey, sugar. Hey, where you been at? Where you been at? He subbed to you too, sis. Hold on, why my highlight thing ain't right? Okay, there it is. Everybody is saying hello to Southern Belle. Look at all the love she's showing. Those are cute little hearts. So yeah, guys, I've been on here. I've been over here over an hour. I'm not gonna study your patience. Okay, so sis has dropped all of everybody's links in the chat. So y'all click on each other's links and make some new friends, make some new family. You know, adopt some new family because that's the way I look at everybody. We're family over here. You said deep digging his own grave. That's what's yeah, it's crazy. I'm so glad you guys dropped in. Southern Belle, I'm just hate you came so late, my boo boo. Cause we about to get ready to get up on you. She said salute. You said, won't you take me to Messy Town? Won't you take me to Messy Town? But guess what? I'm going to. I might be going, but I just can't do it. That's the thing. But I guess I'm a partaker, so does that make me any better? Any worse? Salute to my brother. Karen, I'm so glad you found my channel too. And guess what? I want to give you your flowers while you're here. I love you, sugar. Love you on purpose. Oh, you said Faking is a great movie. Okay. I'm gonna check that out. Do you know what it's on? Do you know what Faking is on? Like, oh, you said, oh, Falling. Okay, I'm thinking like, if it's Faking, let me go check that out. Yeah, Falling is a good movie, but it's Fallen, um, Fallen, Fallen with Denzel Washington, and I think his name is John Goodman, if I'm not mistaken. John Goodman. Is that on that? I think you can find Fallen on Tubi at this point. I think Fallen can be found on Tubi at this point. Yeah, it's an old movie. We were talking about the transference of spirits. So yeah, it's an old movie. It's a good movie. God, I almost had that song. Oh my God, I almost said that song where everybody that get possessed by the spirit start singing that song. And at the end, Denzel starts singing it. You said you might have seen it back in the gap. Listen to my sister. She is so cool. She is so cool. Now, Sala, if you want to get into some stuff, like some real stuff that be going on, like in the hood, this girl be catching stuff. Like I don't know how she do it. Sometimes she be out there literally in Walmart somewhere, and the next thing you know, somebody in there fighting or getting taken down for something or robbing something or getting away and smashed the car. She be catching all this. At one point in time, the news was coming to her to get her footage. That's crazy. But she been doing it. She be doing it. I love this girl. And like she is so instrumental. It's like she's been trying to stay on my case. Sis-Lo, stay consistent. Sis-Lo, this, Sis-Lo. And I don't mean just that. Like we talk off the scene. We talk off the scenes. As she can tell you, like we have shared some very uh personal things at times, not too deep, but she's never heard anything back that I've ever said to her, and I've never heard anything back that she said to me. Because one is a practice of mine because I'm in ministry and I'm a therapist or a counselor. So I don't repeat it. But she just good people. And I just want to, you never forget when they were pew-pewing at the dollar store and I was happy. Girl, you was catching all that madness, right? You said solid as a rock. That's my sister from another mister, you hear me? 10 toes down. And we gonna get together. You gonna come to Detroit and I'm coming to Omaha. I'm gonna catch one of the Omaha days. So I'm getting out of here, y'all. I'm getting out of here. I'm almost feeling well enough to start trying to work on it. You said that's one of your. You know what? You should go back and use that little clip feature, and you should use that clip feature and start doing some shorts on some of that stuff. Listen to me, giving you ideas. I can't take my own advice, right? You said you coming to mess with Little Meech, girl. Little Meech and them don't even be here. They when they did most of their filming, it was like in the very beginning. It was like right in the very beginning. Most of the film they doing now is in Atlanta and places like that, LA, whatever. Um, like they only did some, but for the most part, um, it was the first season, first and second, all the way up to like when they went to Atlanta. Then they don't really be here like that though. They don't be here like that. You see, yeah, and you know, Lil Mitch is originally from Miami. He was raised in Miami. He was raised in Miami. But you see, that's a good idea. Yeah, go back and because you got so many good things. Even back, I mean, even if you was to go back and clip some of that gaslighting book stuff, some of the Barnes response, if you just clip some of that stuff and make shorts out of it. Girl, you got some stuff though. You got some stuff in your archives that you got. You said Meech was cooling his arse off in the pool after Diddy. Uh, yeah, boy. I'm telling you. Cause some of that stuff, baby, gonna go viral. Especially that gaslighting stuff. That stuff gonna go viral, boo. I'm telling you. It's some of that stuff and some of Laverne's response. Like even if you were check this out, you know how Tisha, what's her name, did that TikTok thing with the 50 part this, that, and the other. If you were to do maybe like a 5 part and then say subscribe if you want more kind of thing, I'm telling you, because that right there, the Nico Jenkins stuff, the uh the young boy that was killed by the bar people and the guy ended up killing himself. What else? The basketball player's mom, some of that stuff. I'm trying to think of some of that. And some of our foolishness. You could put my when I was being a little tarot with the Uno cards. I forgot my name. What was I? Mama Tusi, or something like that. All that kind of stuff. You see how you knew from the 90s and your English. Oh, okay. English and Jamaican. What guan. Laverne will have you crack. Girl. Her mouth is one in a million. And then you say, oh, yeah, well, you interviewed Nico Jenkins' ex-wife. Yep. Oh, I had you holler when I was Mama Tusi. And then you remember Jay Wilson got out the Uno cards and started trying to do what I was doing. Girl, when I was reading I was pretending like I was reading tarot, y'all, but I was using Uno cards. And the stuff that I was saying made absolutely no sense. I mean, it had absolutely nothing to do with nothing. It was like, oh yeah, I see you need to wash your feet or something like that. It was something dumb. But we have fun. We used to play Family Feud. What else? Martin. We played all kind of trivia games on her show. So, and we are supposed to be doing a talent show on my. Oh, Sally, you could probably help me with that. Um, good. Yeah, Susan, subscribe to Sally. But maybe he can help out with the talent show too, because we're gonna do talent with it. People could be singing, rapping, doing poetry, any artistic type thing. But I don't want nobody getting on there, because some of them poetry, and I don't want you talking about, using a bunch of profanity kind of thing. Yeah. But enjoy yourself. Be as creative as you want to be. But yeah, that was fun. Well, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, and because I want you to come back. I enjoyed you all. Make sure you like on your way out and subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to support the channel um at $ SISLO. I appreciate you. I love you on purpose, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. And I never said goodbye because goodbye is so permanent. We just say later for now. You say you listen to the people. Guy, he got some great music. Defending Americans, right? ELY. New York activist, he's good, especially the music. Okay, to the people's guy. Okay, I'm gonna have to look him up. I'm gonna have to look him up. Let me see if I can start out too. Okay. All right, y'all. Love you. See you later. Ah,